Good day, Maple fam. Hope you're all doing well. I'm gonna do a video today transporting some of my grafts that I did in the winter to the polytunnel because the weather is getting a bit more spring-like, shall I say, and the polytunnel is a good climate for them to kind of get them outdoors because there's a bit more air than there is in the conservatory. So I'm gonna slowly introduce them to the outer climate that way. I'm also going to do some pruning, so I'm gonna pause and restart this video from time to time from when I get to different parts of what I want to do. So I'll show you what I'm going to do here. This is my tray. I'm going to transport all of these lovely grafts. I think I've got about 40 left out of 84 or something like that, so we're down just below 50%. But you know, the way I approach this is I'm happy with whatever happens, even if I only get 2 or 3 that take. To me it's a bonus. I'm just enjoying experimenting and learning how to do things better. I don't want to steal the joy out of the thing that I enjoy doing by being stressed. So I have no attachment to the results. I'm just doing it and seeing what happens and literally going from there. So I'm hoping I'll fit around 40 in here. We shall see. Okay, so here we go. I've got the tray filled as much as I can. I don't want to risk putting any of the remaining ones like in these gaps in case I do damage the union on some of the grafts. Maybe I could do that. I think I'll do that. It's a bit windy out there today. I might be alright. Maybe not on that one. Yeah, because luckily it's leaning to the side slightly, so they're not going to be leaning on the graft. So I say. Just got to make sure they don't lean the other way. 2 left. Yeah, I'll think about what I'm going to do with those in a sec. So I mean, I'm happy with these, to be honest with you. If these ones do survive, we're nearly there now. As I've mentioned before, the aftercare is the hardest part to get right with grafting, and there's so many things that you have to get right, and it's a very delicate balance. So yeah, nearly out of the woods. Not 100% just yet though. But yeah, we've got some lovely cultivars here. We've got Hemorrhoic, which is like a Trompenberg on steroids. I think it's not that they're the same by any means, but I think it's, if you were to compare to another tree, it would be Trompenberg, and I think Hemorrhoic looks better than Trompenberg. I've got a few Strawberry Spring grafts coming through. Got a lovely variegated lace leaf there. The actual cultivar is unknown because the nursery where I purchased it from it wasn't labelled and it was their last one. I'm surprised they sold me their last one of it, to be honest. What have I got here? I've got Earthfire. That's another variegated lace there. Another Strawberry Spring. This one is a seedling from Herons. I labelled it Herons, a Sakazuki Butte hybrid. So I'm just saying the leaf replicates that of a Sakazuki. I'm not sure it is that at all, but it's a lovely tree though, nonetheless. And underneath here we've got Tayo Nishiki. It's one of my favourite variegated types. We have, what's this one here? That's a Grandma Ghost, yeah. This is Grandma Ghost. And that sent up a really tall shoot. We need to put a little bamboo stick in there. It can't even hold its own weight. We've got Hanamatoi and Rainbow. Another Strawberry Spring. Ruby Stars. Amazing Amber. Reticulatum Purple. Got another Hemorrhoic there. Peaches and Cream. You got a Johan. Which is a new cultivar that I'm evaluating. I've put the name Johan on this one because it reflects the meaning of the word. Johan reflects how this tree expresses itself. And what is this one here? Oh, it's a rainbow. Another rainbow coming out there. Kawaori Nishiki. Very small leaves on this one. And another variegated lace. And Sister Ghost here. This is the first graft I got done in the winter grafting season, 10th of October. We've got Wakehurst Pink, really nice leaf shape on that. And we've got Wild Goose here. Celebration. I mean, this isn't looking the best, but it doesn't look like it's failed, so I don't know. I'm gonna cross my fingers with that. And this Earthfire, I mean, it still looks healthy. The scion anyway, it all looks good, but I just don't see any buds coming out. There's no buds swelling or anything. So I don't know what to expect. I suspect that the tree that I've taken the scion from this specific Earthfire isn't doing too great, because I'm looking at it this week in the polytunnel, previous weeks, and the buds all look the same. They're not looking like they're swelling. The colour isn't great on them. It just doesn't look healthy. So maybe the tree's in bad health, and that's why the scions from that tree aren't doing great. So yeah, we'll keep an eye on it. Alright, well that's that part. I'm gonna pause this and I'm gonna get my cutters out and start doing some pruning. Okay, so while I'm here, I thought I'd show you, it's not maple related, but every year we get a lot of frogs. You see one there. You can hear them. What is it? Is it the bull? I don't know. I can't remember what they call it. But the males are making all kinds of noises. And you can see all of the frog spawn. There is tons of it. They stopped making a noise now though, since I got close to it. Yeah. While I'm there, there's one of my junipers, Toyagawa or Shimpaku. Really nice tree this. This is a Juniper chinensis, I think. What is it? It's left me. Anyways. But yeah, back to pruning. This is a garnet. So this is my very, very first maple. I've mentioned before, my mother got it for me during the first lockdown when we were actually allowed to go back into garden centres. But yeah, this is accidentally just turned into a bonsai. I did have to hack the top part off of it, as you can see here, because I lost half of the tree pretty much. It died back, and then yeah, I just left it really, and it started to thicken at the base and develop nice and barry. So I thought, why not just train this into bonsai? So I'm just looking to see if there's much pruning to do on this one. It's not looking too bad at the moment. There's other ones that need it more. So I am just winging this. I'm going from tree to tree. I haven't really had a look back here properly. But you can see all the seedlings that were left in there from last year. They're all starting to come out. Yeah, I might get them into bigger trays, use them for rootstock or something. They're obviously looking healthy still. What's going on in here? Okay, so we've got 1 or 2 maples coming through. Red leaf there, red leaf over there. I don't think that's a maple. Is it? Don't know, the nodes look different. Okay. So yeah, when it comes to pruning, it is actually healthy for the tree. It helps the tree to stimulate new growth. So it's not such a bad thing. This is a Wheels Divine. I'm just checking out the shape of this. The typical habit of this tree is kind of twist and turns in all kinds of directions, which I do like. So I guess you've got to decide what shape you want your tree to be. But when you start getting branches that are growing into each other, like at this section here, you got to start thinking about the future of the tree, the future direction, how it's going to look. So I also have on my mind that the lateral branches, so like this one, like this, tend to be the ones that develop the seed and the flower. So if it is going to flower or seed, I don't want to cut those branches off. So, but don't get caught in indecision too much. Just do little bits. That should be fine. I'm still going to leave that one for now. Let's have a look in here. So we've got Ariadne there. Right, so we got branch that's growing towards the center. Okay, over here we've got some overlapping branches, so give that a cut there. And this one here as well. I normally leave just like one node, I don't cut it flush straight back to the main branch, because you don't want the dieback to go too far. Okay, I'm going to cut this one here because that's crossing over. Yeah, just little cuts here and there. This is the purple ghost. I can appreciate it's hard to see the branches on this. I'm going to cut that one. So any branches where they're crossing over or growing towards the center of the tree, you kind of want to cut them away, really. So I've got that one there. Got a lot of crossing branches on this. I'm just gonna pause it because I'm indecisive right now, and I don't want to waste your guys' time. Okay, I've moved on to Ukigumo. This one, I should have some more easier choices. So like this one here, that's just vertically going up. I'm gonna just trim that. There are a lot of branches crossing over from the middle. And pruning does improve the variegation as well on variegated trees. It pushes, makes the tree push for more variegation. Okay, so look at this branch here. It's just going up and twisting around. I'm going to cut that back. I'm going to leave this one because it's quite a long lateral shoot, so I might get some seed on this. I really want to get seed on this tree. I think the variability will be excellent, along with the other cultivars I've got around. You know, if they hybridize, you can get some really cool seedlings coming from this. Where else are we looking? Let's move around the other side. So you got that one going through the middle. Probably just cut that one there. And the more you prune as well, the more air and light you get into the middle section of the tree, which also contributes to stronger health conditions for the tree. So I'll cut that. Let's trim that one. I'm going to trim that one out. Look at that one, it's come out and it's gone straight up. And that's put up a real tall leader branch up there. I might trim that back a little bit. Oh, there we go. Might go around and do the same for the other one. Wow. Stop moving. There we go. Just a little bit. Cut that one. Just going to pause it again, then I'll play again once I've pruned a bit more. I just don't want to have 45 minutes of quietness and pruning. Right, you might not be able to tell much. It's quite tight in here. I can't really move further back to give a perspective on it, but yeah, it's more open in the middle. I've left a couple growing in the middle, as I said, because the potential of them possibly developing seed. So that's this one and the one behind it. We'll see. Yeah, see what we can get with that. Sangukaki is looking vibrant, very healthy. And I gave this a good prune last year. It's quite open in the middle, as you can see. Don't think I'm going to do too much to that, but yeah, good healthy growth. Look how red it is. It's so red. I did a pruning on these maple bonsai the other day. The ramification on this one's looking really good. I've been training this one for about 3 years now. Got it for about £10, I think. A reduction item at one of the local garden centres. And yeah, I liked the way the trunk was growing. It was like sort of leaning to the side, as you can see. I thought, oh, This will be a good bonsai project, and I'm really happy with how it's shaping up. Ramification wise, it's looking really good, and all I've done is kept trimming them back really every year. New shoots, just trim them back to the nodes get shorter. If there's any growth that happens and there's long distances between the nodes, I'll cut them back, because you want as many branches as you can in a short space. Right, let's get back zoomed out. Alright, what's going on at the back? So we've got reticulatum como. So yeah, straight away see that. Not crazy amount to do with this tree, to be fair. I do apologise if you can't really see what I'm actually doing, but it is what it is, I'm afraid. Yeah, that's not too bad. I'm going to leave the video at that for today, I think, and I'm going to get a better idea next time for when I want to do some pruning. Arakawa needs some pruning, but yeah, I'll be doing some more videos soon, because I've got all the seedlings coming through now in the polytunnel. That's looking promising. Yeah, I'll be able to see the seedlings that were looking good from last year, the new flames, as me and my son are calling them. See what they're going to be looking like soon. So exciting times. Anyways, I'm going to leave it. Thank you for tuning in, and yeah, it won't be long. Oh, and I will be setting up a irrigation system in the polytunnel as well. So it's a Watermate Pro that will be getting documented at some point. The reason why I went for that is because it just gets so hot in the summer, it's unbearable to stand in there, and the pots are losing moisture as well, because a lot of them are in air pots. So the root systems are drying out quicker. So I need to get this irrigation system set up so I can put it on a timer, and in the heat of the day just have it water drip fed or sprayed in all the areas that I need it to be watered, basically. And yeah, that'll save me a lot of headache and dizziness standing in the polytunnel, or just having to wait till it's late in the evening, you know. So it will help me out a lot in the long run. But I'll keep you all updated on that anyway. Anyways, have a wonderful day. Peace out.